guys, so I know I'm stood in the same place as I was for my Friday Reads video, but I thought as I was stood here I would do a review of the book that I literally finished less than half an hour ago, and that is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. I believe R.J. Palacio is a pen name because if you read the acknowledgements in the back, it says, it's quote unquote, it says R.J. Palacio or whatever name I decide to call myself. So I assumed that that is a pen name for this lady here. Exactly. I thought this was a man. Sorry, I think that's out of focus, my eyeballs. I thought R.J. Palacio was a man, like I mentioned in a video before, but no, it is a woman, and she has written an amazing book. So the synopsis on the back is very vague. I shall read it to you. It says, "My name is August. I won't describe what I look like. Whatever is you're thinking, it's probably worse." So you don't really get to know much about this book, but given the picture on the front and that, you kind of guess that it's got something to do with the image of a young boy. And that is essentially what this whole book is about. It is about a boy with a facial abnormality who goes to middle school for the first time, or goes to school for the first time, and it's basically covering a year of his life, his first year of school, and basically just adapting to both actually being in school and education and having to go to classes and homework and projects and stuff, but not only that, making friends and dealing with people who aren't necessarily the nicest in school. And everybody knows that classroom idiot that decides to take the piss out of everybody and make fun of people because of silly little things, or in August's case, something quite obvious that will, you know, it's if you've read this book, then you know. I don't really want to give too much away, but you know, his face looks different to everybody else's, and that is obvious. So people are making fun of the fact that he looks different, and it's basically him having to deal with that and how it affects not only August but the people around him. You get many different points of view. As you go through the book, you learn about different characters and how people have come into August's life, and then you'll get a chapter on, well, not a chapter, like as a part, I guess it's like part 2 in someone else's point of view. So you have his sister, his best friend, his enemies, you know, people that come into his life and how they react to dealing with a kid like August that is completely different. If I had to sum it up really briefly, I'd say that this is a book about bullying and how bullying really affects someone who already knows that they are different, and basically how he has dealt with it and how people around him deal with it, and how in the end, not only have you grown as a person from having been bullied, but the people around you realise how pathetic it was to begin with, and that, you know, it's really unnecessary, and like teachers and parents and family members and friends and people on the street, you know, after a while people don't notice these things, and you can learn and grow from them. It's one of them books that very much leaves you kind of thinking, and it's one of those that is meant to inspire you to become a better person. It's a book with a message. It's got something that's meant to stay with you for a long time, and I think it will, to me personally, but I think hopefully it will to you too as well. And as for the characters, I really liked August, his voice, his narrative voice in this. Although we don't follow him the entire time, we do obviously encounter him. Like he's always present in the book because it's about him. But I really liked him. I really liked his sister. I thought his sister was a great character. There's a character called Jack who, I don't know, he's okay, but I think everybody has a friend like Jack, who wasn't necessarily the nicest person, but you know, people change. And I think every single character in this book is relatable to you as a person in your life. Everybody knows the people that are in these books, and it's really easy to apply to your own life, or not necessarily saying that you're the one that's being bullied, but everybody knows that one kid that's been bullied and the people around them. I don't want to preach about bullying. I've personally never been bullied, so I can't really empathise with August, but there's a kid called Summer who befriends August, and I really identify with her character. I'm sure everybody will identify with someone different in the book. The one character that did annoy me a little bit was August's mother, the overprotective parent. I think they always get on my nerves in books, so maybe that's why. But of all characters, she's the one that I really didn't like as much. Other than that, I really enjoyed the book. There's not really much to say without giving it away, because in terms of narrative, there really isn't much that happens, because it is, it's quite a short book. But I think it's very much the message that the book is trying to give you and teaching you to be a better person. This is a book for younger people. I don't even think it qualifies as YA. I think it's like 5th grade, which I think, you're like 10 years old, I think. So that kind of age group. And I think that everybody should be made to read this, because it makes you realise what it is to be a person who has to deal with these people, and how you make them feel if you do say horrible things about them. So I think that's definitely what has stuck with me about this book, and I think that it is a great book to read, to give you some perspective. It's a quick read. I read it in a couple of days and I almost dropped it. I read it quickly. It's really easy to get through. Some chapters are really short, and there's not much writing on them on many pages. I mean, you have chapters where it is literally half a page. So yeah, I mean, go and read it if you can. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah, I don't know what to say other than it's already a bestseller. It's an international bestseller. So yeah, obviously it's a good book. And for those who have heard of this book to be compared to The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, it does say a quote by the Times that says, "Destined to go the way of the curious instant of the dog in the nighttime and then some." I don't know if I agree with that, because this book is one of my all-time favourite books. The Curious Instant of the Dog in the Nighttime has the same kind of message as Wonder, and I think that you should read them both, because they're both about kids learning to adapt to life and school and people, and the way they are books that make you think about your actions, and I do think that they are very similar. However, I think I did prefer The Curious Instant of the Dog in the Nighttime, but again, very different. The kid in this book has autism, where the kid in this book, he has no learning difficulties. It is just literally what's on the outside that rules his life, I guess. I'm going to stop talking now, because this is running really long. I shall see you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you have read it, let me know what you thought of it, and if you do intend on reading it, let me know down below. And if you have any questions about this book, then also feel free to ask, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more videos. Hopefully I'll do more reviews soon, and I shall speak to you guys soon. Bye!